Good morning students, welcome to biology class. Yes, and in the last class we already discussed about that the disease causing by the microorganisms in the plants. That already we discussed in the last class. Which type of diseases mostly we will observe on the plants? The first one is citrus, cancer, and we may observe red rot disease. And next, Zika disease. And next, tobacco mosaic virus. And etc. These are the diseases we already discussed in the last class. And now we are going to be discussed about the food poisoning. By the microorganisms, how the food is going to be get poisoned. We will see in this class. And after that, how the food is going to be preserved. We will see in this session. Okay. First one is tobacco. First one is food poisoning. How the food is going to be get spoiled. How you may know that the food is spoiled and sometimes the food poison is happened to you, and how the doctors are telling like that when we are having any type of microorganism foods and spoiled food, at that time you may get the food poison and causes the vomitings and motions, and our bodies get dehydrated. Why? Because the microorganisms present in the food will be consumed by us when we ate. At the time, the microorganisms will be spread to our intestinal part and causes the infection, not the food digested properly, and it will be causes the intestinal blockages not to enter from one system to another system. At that time, it may causes the diseases. And next, it may causes the severe vomitings also. How it will be? You may felt down and you may get the giddiness. You need to be get hospitalized and you need to be take the saline when the food gets spoiled. Recently, my friend, I don't know before what she happened. She suddenly joined in hospital and she is having more vomitings and severe fever, and her stomach is get so pained, and the doctor said that it's a food poison. And I asked the doctor. What he said that your friend had the outside food and it's not cooked properly. They didn't clean it properly. The vessels, the microorganisms will be entered into her stomach and causes the intestinal blockages, causes the food poison. Yes, that's why we are telling to you, please be hygienic and don't eat outside foods. And when we are eating outside food, it should be hygienic hotels only we will have it. That we discussed in the last class also, like that the food poison will be occurred. And sometimes your mother didn't cook properly any vegetables, any gravies. The gravy smell will come different. When it will be hot, we may consume it. When the gravy will become cool, you may have some different types of smell and the water will be come out from the gravies. What is the indication that the food is getting the spoiled? That's why your mothers will be after cooking, heating. After cooking, the heat will be completed. Let's cool it for some time and they are going to be kept in a refrigerators. And the vessels should be free moisturized vessels only. You should be used for the cooking and the serving purpose also. Yes, that is about the food poison. And now we will be entered into the food preservation. There are the types of preservatives are there. What are the preservation? Generally, your mother went to vegetable market and she bought some vegetables. What does she do? She will clean it every vegetable and she kept it for sunlight or dried it under the fan. After, she will be kept in neatly in a boxes and she will kept in a freeze. Why she is going to be kept in a freeze? She can keep aside, no? Why she is not keeping in a freeze? Why? Ask your mother once. Why ma, you are completely, and where you are keeping in freezers, and some fruits and some seeds you are kept it outside only, you are not keeping in freezers. Now we will see the discussion. And first, the most food preservation method is the chemical method. Chemical method. And next, the second method is nothing but by the preservation by common salt. Preservation by common salt. Next, preservation by sugar. Preservation by sugar. And next, preservation by oil and vinegar. Preservation by oil and vinegar. And next, preservation by heat and cold treatments. Heat and cold treatments. And next, storage and packing. Storage and packing. These are the types of preservatives we will use for our groceries, and we will see one by one method. Chemical method means we need to add some chemicals. What are the chemicals we are going to add? Sodium benzoate. Sodium benzoate. This is one type of chemical, and one more, sodium metabisulfate. Sodium metabisulfate. These two are the chemicals we are going to be used to preserve the food items. Generally, one time I observed, when I am childhood time, I observed that I cutted the mangoes and I cutted some fruits and I kept it aside. I didn't had it properly and I kept it aside for 2 to 3 days. Then the fruits and vegetables get spoiled. The mangoes, what I cutted, the raw mangoes only, it's spoiled and it will be dried. But my grandmother also did the same. But she added some spices on that. She added oil, she added the chili powder, she added the salt, and she added the mustard powder, and she kept it aside. 3 days after, the smell was coming very differently from that food item. But what I cutted the raw mangoes is get spoiled because I didn't add anything, but my grandmother added some spices to preserve it, and that is turned as a pickle. That is a mango pickle. Like that, some preservatives they are going to be added for the preparation of pickles. When you take the Priya pickles or swastik pickles, outside pickles, they are going to be added sodium benzoate or sodium metabisulfate to preserve the pickles for more months. And these are the preservatives we are also adding for not only for the pickles. These are going to be added for jams also. Jams and sauce, tomato sauce, chili sauce and soya sauce. For these sauce also the preservatives are going to be added. That is about the chemical method. And next, second one is preservation by common salt. Common salt. Generally, if you didn't add salt for the food items, any food items, your mother will cook the dal and any gravies. Your mother will add some salt. Why? If you didn't add that salt, the water will be come out from the vegetables. After cooking also, more moisture will be there. The contamination of the air is having the microorganisms that will be easily entered to your food and causes the spoilage of food. And with the help of these common salt, we are going to be preserve the fish, meat, and veggies. Veggies means nothing but vegetables. Okay, na? We are going to be preserve these with the help of common salt. And next, when we are using this common salt, it will be add the taste to the food items also. And the common salt are having the sodium and potassium that will be helpful for our bones and knowledge also, the salt. And next, preservation by sugar. Mostly we are going to be added the sugar in sweets and jams. Yes, right? Why? To control the moisture. If the more sugar you added in any food item, it will control the moisture in the food and it will be helpful to preserve for more days. That is about the preservation by sugar. And next, preservation of oil or vinegar. Oil. If you didn't add oil properly to any gravy, at the time the moisture, water content will be come out from the gravy and it may causes the contact with the air and causes the microorganisms to grow. If you added the oil or vinegar to that items, it will be not to contact to the it will be act as a mediator, but it not spread the food taste out and not to contact the microorganisms to the food items. Like that, the oil will be useful, and the vegetables, when you for the easily to disease free, microorganisms free, we will use the vinegar liquid. And next, heat and cold treatment. What is that heat and cold treatment? Sometimes the food items will be kept in a hot, it cannot be causes, it not be entered any microorganisms. Some items will be in a cool condition only, will be helpful not to contact any microorganisms. That's why your mother, after getting the milk from outside, they will be heated it to be free of microbes, and after settled to cool, they will be kept in a refrigerator. Like that, the cold godowns are there to preserve the food items. Nowadays, the grains and the seeds and the vegetables and the fruits, they are going to be kept in a cold godowns only, no? Yes. And next, in these, why I may having one doubt. Why your mothers are going to be get the packet foods, milk from outside, and they said that these are microbes free. How it will be microbes free? Yes. When the packet dairy farms, they are doing that, after going to be kept the milk in packets, they will do the pasteurization process. What is that method? Pasteurization. What does mean by pasteurization? This pasteurization is nothing but the milk is going to be heated at 70 degrees centigrade for 15 minutes to 30 seconds. 15 minutes to 30 seconds at the 70 degrees, they are going to be heat the milk, and after they will be chilled to cool. After cooling only, they are packing in a packets. The packets are free microbes. Why? Because the milk already heated at 70 degrees centigrade. At the time, the microbes present in the milk will be died, and we can take the milk directly and we can consume it. That is about the pasteurization. And who discovered this pasteurization? Louis Pasteur. Louis Pasteur discovered the pasteurization process for the milk storage. Yes, in some countries they are not having any buffaloes and cows, and they want the milk. How the milk, even from morning to evening, the milk will be spoiled. To avoid that, they did the pasteurization process, and they are sending the milks to different different countries also in a packets. The best example is Tetra Paks. Tetra Paks are having nearly 2 to 3 months they can be kept. The milk is good only. And in foreigners they are having not the packet milk. They are having a 10 cans, 15 liters, 10 liters cans are there. They are not having a 1 liter, half liter packets. Like that, they did the pasteurization process and they kept in a containers. Yes, this is about the heat and cold treatment. And next, storage and packing. What is the storage and packing? The vegetables they will be packed in airtight bags. And the fruits, best example, dry fruits you bought from outside, the packet will be fully airtight. All the seeds will be attached to each other. Why? Because in the packet the air is not there. If the air is there, the seeds will be spoiled. That's why airtight bags will be there to preserve the seeds, and storage houses also will be there to preserve the food items. That is about the food preservation. What are the types of food preservation? The first one is chemical method, preservation by common salt, preservation by sugar, preservation by oil or vinegar, heat and cold treatment, storage and packing. These are the common methods nowadays we are using for our food items. What are the chemicals we are used in chemical method? Sodium benzoate and sodium bisulfate. These are the two chemicals we are going to be adding pickles, jams and sauce purpose. And the help of common salt we are transporting the meat and the fish to different countries by using the common salt. And next, by adding the sugars we are going to preserve the sweets for more days by free of moisture from the food item. And next, preservation by oil and vinegar. Next, heat and cold treatment. The best example is pasteurization method. Who discovered this pasteurization? Louis Pasteur. At 70 degrees centigrade, we need to heat the milk for 15 to 30 seconds to free the microbes. And after, then only they are going to be packed in a packets and they are going to be sold in a market. And the last one is nothing but storage and packing. These are the common preservatives nowadays we are using for the food items and free from the spoilage of food. Yes children, today's session is going to be completed, and tomorrow's session we are going to be discuss about the nitrogen fixation, and the next class we will see the next topic. Thank you children.